sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. Yo, what up? How's it going, my friends? Welcome to the random middle of the afternoon Plinko Wilds of Eldraine action. Hope the day's been treating you half decently. I'm gonna grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord first thing. All right. There we go. What's going on here? Oh, the stream is jorking. The stream is jorking hard. What is going on? What is the deal? Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick that might just accidentally end the stream or might fix it. So let's find out, guys. Let's find out. We just got to see if that worked or not. Looks like it might have worked. Looks like it might have worked. We might have got it sorted. All right. Yeah, looks okay. Okay. All right. All right. We are doing all right. So that's good. Let's see here. So that's done. Oh yeah, that's right. I already shared the link. So then it's time for hellos. Let's see what's found this secret little hidden stream that's tucked away in the middle of the day. What up, Himrod, Johnson, Thrifty, McGregor, Nerdvana, Johan, Juggalum, and any assorted lurkers. Hello, my friends. How you doing? How you doing? Where's the captain? Oh, captain video. Man, what a blast from the past. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about mostly, but there's a dude in St. Catharines who on like public cable access would make the craziest videos. He called himself Captain Video, and like it's essentially like jackass level stunts where he's like leaping off of buildings and stuff like that. And like he broke his neck leaping off a ladder trying to like, he tries to jump into his pool, right? He's like, I'm going to jump into my pool to get the pool cover off. And then he doesn't clear, like, he's got a 10-foot ladder on top of a fence and he leaps off it and he doesn't clear it. Like, he does not clear it. So he comes down hard on the ground, bro. He broke his neck in multiple places. Like, this guy was a madman. And teenage me loved him. I thought he was awesome, right? So I actually got to meet him in person a long time ago when I worked at Jumbo Video. He came in one day and I recognized, like, wait a minute, you're Captain Video, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, that's me. He was super friendly. I don't remember exactly what he said to acknowledge that he was Captain Video, but then when he was going to leave the video rental place, when they've got those scanners to make sure you're not stealing, he walked through and he started going, like he was being electrocuted, and it annoyed everybody who was there except for me. I loved it. That guy was awesome. What a showman. What a showman. Nathan says this works. Not sure what you're talking about, though. That's all right. Do I know what I'm talking about? I know you're Lord of the Board. Oh, Himrod, do you want to do a Plinko drop as well? One for Captain Video? You got it. Choose some slots, boys. Choose some slots for Plinko drops. Choose your slots for insertion. And don't say my mom. Okay. Nathan, Lord on the Board. Stormtrooper says, $10, little man. Put that Eldraine in my hand. Well, to be clear, this early access Eldraine goes back to the game store. But I feel you, bro. I feel you. Ned, what the heck is a 4 p.m. stream? It's a bonus stream. It's a bonus stream. All right. Nathan's choosing number 3. You got it, buddy. You got it. Himrod and Stormtrooper, I need your selections as well. So yeah, Ned, this is a bonus stream. It's a bonus afternoon. We're still gonna do the nighttime stream. I just figured it would be a fun thing to do, and it would help perk up my mood as well. So that's the beautiful thing about this setup. There's no rules. There's no schedule. Nobody can tell me what to do. I do whatever I want. All right, Nathan's chosen 3. Stormtrooper chosen 4. Himrod, do you want slot 1? You want slot 1? No, you want 2. Okay, that's what we're gonna do then. So, where are the Plinko chips? There's one. Didn't think about this. All right, here we go. So sorry, what was the order again? 3, then 2, then 4. All right. So for 3, bam. Oh, straight down the middle. All right, that's the first pack. Let's put that over there in the opening area. And I suppose I should bring these back over here for board refillage. Also, we're doing the Plinko board. We're doing Plinko today because Bob Barker died today, guys. It's not fun news, but Plinko is like, rest in peace, big boy. Okay, so the second one was 2. What the hell was that? All right, we got the edge. And then Stormtrooper selected 4. Oh, I moved the packs. I'm over here looking for them like a dummy. All right. So, right here. That. Whoa, side pocket. All right, triple wilds. You have avoided the Pokemon danger spots. Dangermon, you're my best friend. I'll bang your mom in her end. You touch me and I'll sue you. Fuck off. Gotta catch my fists. Okay, let's switch this shit up. All right. The Captain video died from the Plinko chip. That's right, Imran. That's right. What up, Al? You moving into your apartment? Well, I hope that bugs aren't moving in with you, bro. Jugglim, you bought 2 pre-release kits last night. What, of Eldraine? Well, don't say where you got them, because that store is break and release, and they'll get in trouble. They ain't allowed to sell the stuff. Unless you, like, pre-ordered your stuff, and you're picking it up in a week. All right. We got the art card of a big bad wolf. What is this card from? Unnatural Growth. Oh, all right. Wait, did they reprint that? That's the one that doubles all your dudes, right? Ooh, I like that. That must be in the enchantment side of things, huh? Come with me and you'll be in a world filled with rats that can't block. Okay. Oh, shit! Look at that! We'd speak of the devil and he will appear. So we got a foil stockpiling celebrant. What's she stockpiling? What? I'm saving it for later. Oh. I mean, what is this? Is this like leftover Middle Earth artwork or something? Is that what's supposed to be going on? She's got a halfling vibe. I mean, they're saying she's a dwarf, but for real? They were on Amazon? Ah, okay. Then you got nothing to worry about. We got Unnatural Growth. This is the Doubler Wobbler. That's a sweet pull, man. That's a sweet pull, and look at that. Huh? You gotta love the confluence of events, right? This thing is nuts. I love this enchantment. I love it. Oh, we got Balloona as well. Balloona Grand Squall. Hold on. Let me fix the focus of the camera a bit here. Come on. There we go. This should be better. Okay. Nick, beautiful artwork on that growth. You sound like the doctor talking about my ball bag tumor, bro. Balloona Grand Squall, 3 mana 4/4. She seeks thrills. She doesn't like cheap thrills. She's not Sia. Mill 7 cards, then put all cards that have an adventure card from among the milled cards into your hand. 4/4 trample. Permanents that have an adventure cost 1 less to cast. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Al, what are you saying? You're not having a party for your new place, but anybody who's a stream regular in Seattle would like a draft. He'll pay for a draft on Thursday. Oh, there you go. If you want to meet up with Al for a draft on Thursday in Seattle, you can make it happen. You can make it happen. A luxury apartment to hold your luxury cardboard rectangle. Works for rectangles. Works for me, bro. Soul Guide Lantern. It's full of juicy milk. That's a pretty funky looking one, isn't it? Spellscorn Coven. Little pixies catching your... Wait, what's this? Reflecting magic back with a little shard of glass. That's pretty cool, actually. That's a fun little idea. The 2 little fae fly up and are like, oops, we redirected your spell. Return target spell to its owner's hand. Oh, it's got a remand vibe. Oh, cool. The bounce and then play it on your next turn to make them pitch what you bounced. That's all right, actually. That's a nice sequence. I like that. Knight of Doves. All right, just the guy looking at a dove. Leaping Ambush. 1 green instant. Target creature is +1/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. Untap it. All right, that makes sense. Witch Stalkers have extremely powerful legs. All the better to reach you with. Witch Stalkers have stumpy little goofbag legs. Hollow Scavenger. What's this? 3/2. Bakery Raid. Create a food token. Sack of food to give him +2/+2. Do it only once a turn. And he's a 3/2. That's some limitedness. That's some limitedness. What up, 90? Commune with nature. Agatha befriended the beasts of the wilds, and under her influence they grew bolder and more savage. Some herbivores developed a taste for flesh. See, we got robbed. Agatha was supposed to be the big boss of this set, and they turned her into a footnote, and I have no idea why. She had such a presence that she corrupted all the animals like the opposite of a Disney princess. And like she even got like mythic rare cauldron action. Like for real, the cards make her way more powerful than the written story. Rat catcher trainee. Catch them rats. Armory mice. Oh, they're gonna bring you your gauntlet. They get +2 toughness as long as... Ugh, this sucks. And then a funky looking plains. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, what up, Waka? How you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? All right. So that was the Nathan pack, right? Then after Nathan's pack, we got Himrod and then Trooper. All right, we've got, what's this artwork from? Hatching Plans. Oh, almost like hatching. Hatchling. Wait, is it upside down? Is she upside down? Oh, no, it goes like this. It looks like this. Ah, okay. All right, look at that. Look at that. Murphy, where'd these cards come from? They belong to the game store that I go to. They let me open the stuff early, and then I send it on back to them. So this will be heading back to the store after the weekend. All right, we got Corvold and the Noble Thief. Cool. I want to see this up close. Create a treasure token for 1 and 2. And 3, exile the top 3 cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. Okay. I mean, is that what this was originally supposed to be? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Oh, we got Stab Wound. Holy shit. Whoa, he impaled like a donut being. What? What? 1 black and 2. Enchant creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of upkeep of enchant creature's control, that player loses 2 life. What first seemed like a ridiculous and vaguely demeaning task quickly turned into a vicious struggle for survival. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Yo, I love all these candy monsters, and these are the things that serve Agatha, right? So, again, another loss in terms of what Agatha could bring to the table. Ground seal. But that looks like water and a stone sticking up out of it. Doesn't even look like a ground seal, does it? They laid her to rest in the wilds. This is water! This is fucking water! Fuck you! Alright. Cruel somniface. Oh, can't wake up. Tap me up inside. Alright. We saw you before. You're not exciting. Saw you before. You're cool. Saw this. I love the castle in this, man. That looks great. Charmed clothier. This is that fairy godmother card again that, like, this has got to be like this art was meant for that, right? We've seen this before. That's got to be what that is. Protective parents. When protective parents die, create a young hero role attached up to one target creature you control. But I mean, he's there. He's there in the artwork. See, they had a whole bunch of Eldraine artwork just kicking around, and they're just like, well, it was for the second Eldraine that got canceled when we did Ikoria, but use it anyways. It doesn't have to make sense. This should make a 1/1 token with that role, right? That's what this should do. It should say when protective parents dies, create a 1/1 token and attach a young hero role to it. That might be a little too powerful. They might have had to push the cost up, but it would fix the flavor. Then we got Witch's Mark. Wow, that's pretty intense, man. Is that Agatha? That's cool looking. That artwork is great. And then Aquatic Alchemist. Oh, what? 1 blue and 1 for a 1/3 elemental. This is a Strixhaven card. Come on, guys. This is Strixhaven artwork. Let's be very, very real. Look at this. All the bookcases and everything around it. This is totally a leftover Strixhaven card where this is one of the professors or something from Strixhaven. Welcome to Potions class. I'm Dr. Goobles. You know what I mean? It's obvious. That's really obvious. Oh, and it's the same planes. Huh. It's a set booster, not a draft booster. So they don't follow the same rules, Nerdvana. Question is how many fade tokens you got? Yo, I don't even need fade tokens. I just need to be tokened to be faded. I'm the biggest fade token. All right. Oh, this is pretty. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That's some nice artwork, bro. That's some nice artwork. Then we've got a fairy token. What the hell's growing out of her head? What's growing out of her head? Oh, is that just her hair? Looks like crap. She looks like crap. All right, Merry Bards. These guys suck. This card sucks. It's 3 mana for a 3/2 and it enters battlefield. You can pay 1 to put a young hero roll on a creature. Garbage. Oh, yo. Look at this, man. Primal Vigor. What a crazy choice. That artwork is awesome. Look at the spectral stag. That, oh! We got the Goose Hydra. Yeah. I love it. I love it. The Goose Hydra's awesome. The Goose Mother. She'd be making all them golden eggs, yo. Obira, the Dreaming Duelist. 2 mana, 2/2 flash flying. Whenever another fairy enters the battlefield and you control, each opponent loses 1 life. Wow. That's strong, man. That's strong. Fairy Fencing. 1 black and X. Target creature gets -X/-X. And then they get a -3 bonus to that if you had a fairy. This is really solid in a Fey deck. Dream Spoilers. When we cast a spell during an opponent's turn, give an opponent's creature, -1/-1, garbage. Hey, it's Troyan! 3 mana, 1/3, tap them down to green and a blue. Spend this mana and only cast spells mana value 5 or greater, or spells that have X in their mana cost. 1 blue tap, draw a card, discard a card. Wow. Wow. And look, there he is, stealing a golden egg and doing stuff we never see in the story. He goes up the beanstalk, and it'd be cool to know more about him, but whatever. Tempest Heart. Oh, what? What? Electro Brain. Scan the clouds. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards for 2, or trample 3/4. Whenever you cast a spell, it costs 5 or more. Put a +1/+1 on them. All right. It's okay. Kindled Heroism. Even in the grip of Hilda's unnatural cold, something in Callum felt bright as spring. Something that poured into the empty hilts he'd been given by Talion and formed thorn-sharp blades of light. So, this was actually, he did learn to use his weaponry when he was in Hilda's domain. But Hilda was before Agatha. I wonder what made them change it. Really, I don't know. Because Agatha is depicted in the story spotlight. Like, this is a story spotlight card. Agatha's depicted defeated by Kellen in another story spotlight card where he literally is wielding his blades. Front Bridge Guard. 2 mana, 2/2, pay 3, tap target creature. The sentry watched him passively, its spear unmoving. One by one, the would-be adventurers stumbled and fell, frostbitten to the ground. That's intense. Freeze in place. 2 mana sorcery, tap target creature an opponent controls and put 3 stun counters on it. Scry 2. I'm getting the sense we shouldn't expect a warm welcome. Yeah, there's a bunch of these people frozen and snowed over. But Hilda's all like, I'm just lonely. I'm a good girl. I've always been a good girl. And, oh, cool. Look at this island. That's funky. You got this little pool of water with this gigantic egg stone in the middle. Right on. Right on. That's cool, man. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. These packs are turning out all right. What was that art card? The art card is, this is apparently, oops, whatever. This is Greater Oromancy. Never would have guessed that in a million years. It's like, how is Greater Oromancy, I guess, is the spheres around the Pokemon? Pokemon, you're my best friend. I'll enchant you to the end. You touch me in weird places. No, wait. Gotta touch 'em all. That bee is a llama. Llama dama ding dong. Did Perp put a burn a hole in it? I'll burn a hole in it with my laser eyes. Oh, so yeah, that doesn't look like Greater Oromancy, but it is fun artwork. I like colorful, bright artwork. I'm down with anime artwork. That's all good by me. What up, ABL? I like Throne of Eldraine a lot so far. Not Throne of Eldraine, Wilds of Eldraine. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I think what we're going to do tonight is open the pre-release kit, because I got a pre-release kit. So I think we're going to go through those packs and maybe theoretically build a deck. Shinobi, good question to ask. No, you do not get the pack. These booster packs belong to the game store that I go to, and the cards will be returned to them. It's just the entertainment value of seeing the cards. Smart to ask ahead of time, because a lot of channels you go to, and they actually do send you the packs. Like, for example, you could head on over to Moonshot. Moonshot does live streams all the time where he opens the packs, you get the cards. But see, that don't work that way here, because this is all just a gigantic scam. I gotta be special. I gotta be different than everybody else. Was that 3? It sure was. It sure was 3. We opened all 3 booster packs. Don't listen to Nirvana. He's on crack. We literally opened 3 live. So I don't know how you would miss that for real. Juggling, did I go play last night? No. The pre-release is next week, bro. The pre-release is next week. Shinobi, you're asking me if you feel better that I'm upfront about it? You're like, well, I feel better that you're upfront about it? Question mark? Most of the time, I don't even think about that aspect of it, right? I forget that other people are out there doing it that way. I remember somebody saying like, okay, I want to do one. And then like, so do I send you my address? And I'm like, oh, no, you don't get the cards. Like, not at all. And then I went, that's probably confusing, isn't it? But whatever. I'm not going to put up a big fucking disclaimer and all that shit. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not getting into all of it. This is done as a fun thing where the game store goes, here you go. Open these packs that I was going to open for singles. I know you like to play games in your streams and your people like it, so have fun. It's a nice way of them supporting me, and it doesn't cost them anything, right? So it's a good system. I like it. And I would never, ever be somebody who did that pack mailing thing. I've been approached by a bunch of people. Let's do whatnot. No, fuck that, bro. If I've got to mail you the cards, go to the post office, great. It's $400 a booster. You want to do it? $400. Then you can have the rare from the pack, and I'll head on down to the post office and do all that shit. But no, please let me fucking do all this and make what, like a fucking $1.50 profit after all the shipping and everything else and my time. I would absolutely love going from an entertainer to a bullshit merchant. No. And also, as soon as you turn that into, I'm not interested, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything, right? I'm giving away entertainment for free, and the people who appreciate it provide money to support it. I don't demand money, and I ain't a fucking merchant, right? I got merch, I don't even sell it. Other people sell that shit for me. All I want to do is caper about and yell on camera. That's it. That's it. ABL says, I love the way you open packs. You actually look at the cards and not just through rares and mythics to see if you pulled expensive hits. Also, yeah, if you're cracking packs for other people's money to like sell them the packs, you have to go. I've got to keep cracking. People want this stuff. There's no time to, here's your rare. Hope you liked it. Okay, on to the next thing. You know what I mean? There's not much time for appreciation. $400 for Arabian Night boosters too? Yeah, but there's a fucking $50,000 additional fee on top of that, right? For customized requests, it's a $50,000 fee. So it's $400, but you got to pay $50,000 before you can pay the $400 to be part of the special membership that gets that access. This is another reason that I don't ever do any kind of this stuff, because people always go, how do I get the maximum from you and give you the minimum? And it's like, here's what you do. Go fuck yourself, right? Because fuck you. I didn't start this channel for you to make money. I didn't. A lot of Magic players are like, I'm about my EV and getting value. Well, I'm about me getting my value. And I don't give a fuck about you getting yours if it ain't value from being entertained by me. That's it. That's it. Like if I want to pork your butt and you're like, yo, make me a sandwich. I'm like, no, no. I know you heard the word pork, but I'm gonna pork your butt. I'm not here to make a sandwich. So that's how that works. Nathan says, Mike doesn't send us cards, but around here we do go to the PayPal link for Phoenix Rising, the LGS Mike attends, and pay for things like the Wilds of Eldraine pre-release for him. Nathan, I am glad you brought that up because I meant to thank you. Let me show you what I want to thank you for, because you are responsible for this. Yo, people asking me to like send them cards and stuff. It's like if your buddy was like, yo, you want to come over and blaze? And then when you come over, he's like, now clean my house. And it's like, no, I thought we were going to have fun. No, I have chores for you to do based on my desires. No. So, Nathan, you hooked me up for the Commander Masters pre-release, right? And what you sent over was in excess of what was needed because he kept the price low intentionally. He was like, yo, I'm gonna do this cheap. We're not gonna have a big prize structure. It's just have fun, have a good time, and I'm making it super cost effective. So that meant that because you sent more, there was some left over, and I used it to solve a problem today. Carly woke up and her arm was hurting. And I asked her, I'm like, what's wrong with your arm? And she's like, too much of this. And I'm like, yo, you've been giving a hand job? Well, wait, what is this? What is this? But it's because we were playing a dice rolling game last night, right? So we had to roll D4s and D20s and stuff, and we were both having fun together. But apparently there was enough of it that it messed up Carly's arm based on the other stuff. She's got a really temperamental body because of her disability. So there's all this checks and balances to try and keep things right. So I was able to pick up the phone and go, yo, to the game start. Actually, he didn't recognize my voice at first. And I played it like, I'm like, hello, do you carry dice towers? And the guy's like, yeah, we do. And I said, if I came down there and bought one, would you kiss me on the mouth? And then, like, Carly could hear the whole conversation through the phone. And she heard the like, no. and then I made it obvious who I was. And I was like, can you set that aside for me? And he's like, yep, sweet. And so I went down and I picked it up. I got a dice tower. I got a dice boot. It's not like the highest tier dice tower, right? Like it's not the coolest one, but it's sufficient to our needs. So he actually said when he sold it to me, he's like, don't tell people that you got it from us, because I'm like, they're not very good. And he's like, it's good enough, but like the dice can jump out of it or whatever at the end. And he's like, well, I guess they all kind of do that. So his objections kind of faded away, but it was funny how he was like, don't tell people. And here I am telling people. Nathan, thanks, buddy. It made Carly feel very happy that I was able to just go out and snag this instantaneously. Good times. Too many Taco Timmys out there. You know what? Yeah, I don't mind that people are people are focused on their own value. That's fine. They're looking out for themselves. I'm looking out for myself. There's nothing wrong with somebody wanting to pay a YouTuber, have them open a pack, and have it sent to them. There's nothing wrong with that. That entire transaction makes perfect sense. Mine's the one that doesn't make sense, where you go, wait, so I just pay and I don't get the cards? Yep. And it's like, but everybody else gives me the cards. Yep. You know what? You can pay some ladies to suck your dick. You can pay me and I won't even touch it. That's how that works. So yeah, it was nice knowing that I had that excess store credit so that I could just head down there and snag this instantaneously. Because we're playing this game that's going to be ongoing for a while, and it's going to record. It's going to need a lot of dice rolling. So we're being able to just drop it into this, and also like I like this for its smallness. Like ultimately, one day I'd like to have a big fancy boy dice tower because there's some really cool ones out there. But in the meantime, I've consoled myself over the fact that like this is a small see-through one, with the fact that it's not. At least you don't have to reach real high up to drop the dice. This is called the dice boot. It's a portable dice tower. Like, I guess there must be some that aren't portable if they're built into your table or something. Oh. You know what? Oh, never mind. That's why. I'm like, the air conditioning is off in here. Why is it off? And it's like, oh, because Carly left to go to the pool. And when she comes back home, it'll be too cold with the air conditioning on for her. I was about to go and turn it on when she comes back. Because it doesn't matter how long you take getting back from the pool. You're always going to be at least somewhat wet, right? Oh. Yeah, that Captain video clip was a blast from the past, man. Cable access goodness. Just a crazy wild man. I loved it. Ballwagon says, plink, plink. Oh, drop number 4. You got it, big boy. You got it. Let's drop it. Oh, thought it was going all the way over to the side again, but a last second bounce jump. All right, more Wilds of Eldraine action. Imagine I was actually sending it out to people, and people paid hoping to get Wilds of Eldraine, and then landed on a Pokemon booster, and they're just like, "What the hell, man?" All right. I'm looking forward to the Wilds of Eldraine pre-release, man. I really dig the flavor and vibe of this set. I wish that there was more of a correspondence between the card story and the written story, just because I want to know. I want to know more. It's dope. It's dope. Oh, cool. Look at this Knight token, man. Look at this Knight token. That's awesome looking. It's crazy. It's like a bone white Spectre Knight, right? Hemrod, yeah, when you saw, I'm glad you did, because it was a blast from the past, and like I was a fan of that guy. It was so cool getting to meet him in person. It was like, oh my God, you're that guy. Foil, Lord Skitter's Butcher. Oh, it's a rat with a chef's hat. What? I haven't seen this guy. 1 black and 2/2/3. When he enters the battlefield, choose one. Make a 1/1 black rat with this creature can't block. You may sacrifice another creature. If you do, scry 2, then draw a card. Creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. Oh, he cuts people up for food if you... Oh, what? That's nutty. That's nutty. Ratatouille. Grasp of Fate. What's this one again? Whoa, look at that art. 2 white and 1. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent. Like, what? It's an O-ring that hits every opponent? Wow. The Witch, Raptor Heart, and Briar Vines hid it away in the ancient keep in the depths of the forest. If none could find it, the prophecy could never come to pass. Yeah! Bro, that's high-level flavor, man. That's high-level flavor. That's great. Farsight Ritual. 2 blue and 2. Instant with bargain. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. If the spell's bargain, look at the top 8 instead. Put 2 into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, it's one of these variants. That artwork's cool, man. Wait, what is she scrying? Who is that she's scrying? Who's this? Who's this warrior? Disdainful Stroke. All right. It's a. In retrospect, using storm magic against a storm giant wasn't the wisest strategy. That's cool. That's cool. Archive Dragons. Reading about how dragons can't read. Dig that. Up the beanstalk. Yeah. Magic slang for touch my dong. Move up the beanstalk all night long. Quick study. Water Wings. Johann Stopgap. Rhyme for Reindeer. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, tap target creature an opponent controls. Oh, he just rams them. Well, okay, so this is near Hilda's Palace of Ice. It's pretty nice looking, man. Ice Out. Oh, we got a full-on Hilda theme here. This is the counter spell. Yeah, Hilda looks beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome looking. I love it. She has a very beautiful and feminine aspect to her, and I definitely like that. All right, and we got a forest tunnel. Look at that. Actually kind of makes me think of Phyrexia and the Tangle, right? All right. Not too shabby, man. There's a bunch of good stuff in here. There's a bunch of random cool cards in this set, and I hadn't seen a ton of it. So there's a bunch that is like brand new to me, and I'm digging the flavor vibe. I saw a bunch of the spoilers from the promo leak, but the official spoilers I didn't really see that much of. You think it's Elsa Frost vibes? Fair enough. Fair enough, you want to make that comparison. I didn't really pick up on that, but at the same time, I'm also not, like, huge into, the newer Disney stuff. Most of my Disney connections are with older movies, right? So, I never saw Frozen. Obviously, it was impossible to avoid, in some regard, coming into contact with it, right? Through like just random cultural references. So I'm very aware that there is a song called Let It Go, and I'm very aware there's a carrot-nosed snowman named Olaf, and that Elsa is a blonde princess who has a sister, right? I learned some of that from the Disney cards when we opened the Lorcana stuff. I agree. Nice to see new cards and not reprints. Yes, I agree with you agreeing, Jugglum. 90. Do I want to build a 12-12 snowman? Them some beefy snats. Snats. Who knows what that means? ABL, you have a 7-year-old daughter? Then yes, you're going to be very, very aware of all of that stuff, right? 100%. Yeah, I'm not, I don't have any kids, so I don't get pulled into any of the stuff that kids do. And also I got like, the way the internet works now is I never know what's happening anymore. I never know what the new songs or the new movies or the new shows are because I'm just out of the loop. I'm out of the loop. Before it was just to be on radio or on TV or something that you'd be exposed to. But the internet is so gigantic that you can easily avoid massive sprawling things and have no concept that they exist. Frozen gave parents the best guilt trip line to quote, okay, bye. Yeah, got no context for that. So I'm just going to take your word on it because there's no way on earth I'm going to go and figure that out. I don't care. I expect that modern Disney movies aren't as enjoyable as the older ones because they have to make them differently now, right? Loco, yep. Elsa's ice magic is not Elsa. What am I talking about? Hilda's ice magic is super strong. I don't know shit about Elsa. I don't care. If she's strong, cool. Good for her. It's the same difference as a fucking Pokemon to me. It's just some dumb shit for fucking kids. Who cares? Let them enjoy it. I don't give a shit. If it keeps them quiet, great. Too much media now is just boring crap. And Disney's known to ruin everything they make now, so. I don't know, man. I don't know. Although things like Baldur's Gate 3 give me hope that it's not just all skis bag crap and that companies will recognize, yo, we want to make money, right? Is what we're doing actually making us money? Like, how is this actually contributing to our bottom line? Because it seems like something's not adding up, right? So I would like to see a shift back into entertainment first. That's what I think movies and TV shows should be about. Like, if you have messages you want to impart, then write a compelling story that includes those messages instead of just going, it's the message, and so you should like it because it's the message. And you're like, no, you have to make a good story. And what? No, we don't. We have something we believe in that you need to believe in too. And it's like, you need to tell me a good story. No, we don't. Here you go. Here's Loki. You know how you really like this character and you're super interested in him and whatever? Well, guess what? He's actually not the character you know. We've completely removed all of his powers and he's just going to be a whimpering little tag-along character to the person who the show's about. And you should just love this alternate character that we've done nothing. No. That's not how it works. But Disney's all like, yeah, that is how it works. You like this guy, right? Yeah. And so you came here to watch a show about this guy. Yeah. So this person's better than that guy. If you say so. They're awesome. They do everything real good. And now we're going to follow them and you're going to like it. It's like, nope. It's this new thing. It's this new bait and switch thing where they go, you like this thing, right? Well, actually, it was this all along. Oh, no, I don't like that. Yes, you do. And you're going to buy more of it, right? No. Like the Indiana Jones movie where you're like, okay, so Indiana Jones, you're just going to be like, oh, this is the new Indiana Jones, huh? No, No. Goodbye. You know? It's just how it works. You're not going to connect to the character the same way because they don't try and build them up. They go, we got you in here under false pretenses, and now, hey, check this out. Oh, but you suck. No, but like, it's good, right? No, you don't even understand what made the original stuff good. And now you're cramming this garbage in here. What is this? What is this? It's so confusing. You expected this to make you some, like, an ongoing following? Like The Mandalorian, right? Didn't they? Like, I stopped watching during season 2, but I heard they changed the main character of The Mandalorian to some lady that he works for now or something. And I'm like, wait, isn't the show about him? Like, what is this? What is this? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just like, hey, check it out. You like Santa Claus? Here's a Christmas movie. And then they just bring in Batman, and they're like, check it out. This is Santa Claus. No, bro, that's like a psychologically damaged dude who likes to beat people up in the alleys, missing his mom. Why did you say that name? Right? That's not Santa. No, it is Santa. No, Santa's different and does different. Nope, this is Santa now, and you're gonna like him, and we're gonna do 100 Santa. Nobody's gonna watch this. Nobody's gonna watch this crap. Nobody's gonna watch it. See you later, Nathan. Have a good one, buddy. Chugum's like, do you like this character? Well, they're dead now. That's fine. That's fine. I actually applaud shows where they go, if you're willing to kill main characters that people are attached to, big points. Big points. Game of Thrones blew my fucking mind. The first season blew my mind because my brain's like, Ned Stark is a strong, upstanding individual. He's troubled by his past. He seems like he has a good heart. He's trying to do the best for his family. He's a good guy. He's in the right here. And there's no way that he can die. And when his head came off, I was like, what? What? It was amazing. It was amazing, right? It was, whoa. The show has real stakes, like real stakes, where people like, you're used to North American crap. So you're just like, well, he can't die. He's a good guy. He'll be just fine. Plot armor will keep him alive. Holy fuck, he's dead. Well, if he's dead, anybody can die. And that makes it way more interesting. You need to be willing to kill off your characters, do it in a believable way. If you're just killing them off to replace them with somebody else, it won't work, right? Just like Himrod's example of the Transformers movie. That was a terrible idea. Killing everybody else off in that movie was just done so they could sell new toys. It wasn't done for a story reason, and the new people they made weren't as compelling as the ones they destroyed, and a bunch of kids got really upset and worked up about it. And we're like, damn, man, what the hell? What the hell? I forgot that I left it on that screen. They're just like, what is this? Why are you ruining all of this? And who are these guys? And Hasbro's like, shut up, buy new toys. And it's like, the kids are like, no. So they brought the transfer. They're like, we got to bring them back. We screwed up, boys. It's like, yeah, this is for kids, you morons. So yeah, that really troubled me. That was a dumb move. But ultimately, being willing to wipe out your own characters is interesting. It's one of the things that Magic lacks. They're not willing to kill off their characters for real. Like War of the Spark. Wow, look at who we're willing to kill off. Nobody's. Domri, Dak, Gideon. It's almost like there was something they all had in common, that Wizards kind of wanted to remove the present. I wonder what's in common between those three people. I wonder what it was that Wizards looked at and said, you know what? Let's kill off 3 specifically of these type of people. I wonder what it was motivating them back then. Was it good storytelling? No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Hey, what up, Florida? You seeing me in the daytime, in the full light of day. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Hot Rod was no Optimus. Yeah, he's like comparing a hot rod, like the crappy jerky, to a steak, bro. Optimus Prime is prime beef. Hot Rod is a shitty, greasy little meat stick that doesn't even need to be refrigerated. So yeah, the first time I ever encountered something that was brave enough to wipe out the main character was Chrono Trigger. That floored me. I'm like, the main guy's dead. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And you find out that's just how the story goes. And you're like, what? And then you travel to the edge of eternity, travel through time to bring him back. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. You know? Real Sacrifice is fantastic. Final Fantasy II, also known as Final Fantasy IV, Porum and Palom turning themselves irrevocably into stone is amazing. Sure, during the end, somebody does come and undo it, but at the time, you think it's permanent. There's nothing you can do about it. And that has a strong-ass feel to it. Gremio in Suikoden ended himself, right? The flesh-eating stuff. Oh, there's a number of memorable moments where the characters mattered and their sacrifice meant something. Wayne says they killed Domri because he gave people double strike. You keep telling yourself that, buddy. They killed Domri because he's too much like you. That's why. Yeah, Florida, bro, that blew me away so much that I watched the first season of Game of Thrones and then I switched into reading the books. And I'm glad that I did because, wow, the show really started to fall apart. When they ran out of the actual book to go off of and they had to come up with their own writing, everything got really, really stupid. And you're just like, what? What? Also, to be real, the Game of Thrones books kind of started to suck bag at a certain point too, where you're like, let me get this straight. You have an epic character like Tyrion, and he's not in this book at all. You literally separated this out into two different books, and instead of in this book getting Tyrion, I get shit like the Onion Knight and this lady Birth in Darkness. Okay, I guess. You know, that was not a smart choice. So I remember like reading all the books after the first series of the show. It's never getting finished. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. What's going to make him want to sit down and do a whole bunch more writing? What can you offer him? What can you offer him to write more of the story? Money? I'm sure he's got way more than enough now after all the book sales and that show and whatever. And, you know, I'm sure his talents are in demand all over the place. So you can't offer him money to write it. He's just got to want to. ABL, have I ever thought about writing myself? Yeah, I came up with some concepts for different fantasy worlds. One was like a world where there are 12 primordial spirits that make up all of existence. And there is a wizard who became so powerful that he actually bound all 12 spirits of existence to him, which made him the master of existence. But by doing this, the powers were too great for his frail old body. So essentially the process killed him, and it only gave him enough time to command the spirits that he demanded to be immortal. He's basically like he wants to live forever. But the word choice that he makes, it can be interpreted by the spirits however they want. So like he wants to be immortal, but he didn't say anything about maintaining who and what he was. So all we have to do is rebirth him as a new being who doesn't know who he is but still has his powers, because that's the idea. It's like he's immortal and still has powers. And so basically, as that individual goes through life and they have a child, that the child has part of that bloodline, right? And so this bloodline works its way down through the ages, and people don't even know. This is an ancient story now. People don't even know the world was actually like the 12 spirits were bound once by a wizard. It's just a crazy old story. And then what happens is anybody who has their blood, whatever they believe becomes reality, because they literally have the spirits bound to them. So the people who have this ability can't even tell they have this ability, because life just functions to them as they think it should. If they think a door is broken, that door is broken, regardless of whether it was or wasn't, and it affects everybody, right? But the contrast comes in when you have individuals with different levels of this bloodline. And so like the idea is that whoever has the higher amount of blood percentage of the great original wizard, their will is exerted over existence. So you have this person, like the story is going to center around a small, like, village kind of dude, right? The little shepherd boy who doesn't realize it, but he actually has the highest concentration of this blood because it's just kind of intermingled into this like this little part of town, you know, not a little part of town, but this little part of the world. A lot of it was concentrated there, and he just through a fluke ends up with more of it than anybody else. So the other than that, I really just thought of a couple of points. Like in that kind of a world, like somebody would eventually figure out what it is. And so it turns out somebody has, and he runs an academy where it's a wizard school. But what it actually is it's a bloodline school where he brings in all the people with the fucking bloodline, and he tells them it's a wizard school, and he gives them the ability to use magic, but at the same time, because of his belief blood, he can literally eradicate that power from everybody else. Because he has the highest level of it, he just believes, yo, you don't have it, and you don't. So that's what's going on. He's systematically eradicating everybody who has any trace of this power. So he finds out about this young village lad, and he brings him into the school, right? And I thought a fun way of the power being discovered is the guy in charge of the school has just murdered somebody. He's a sadistic bastard who likes to hurt people, right? So he's just killed somebody in his office, and he stuffed him in the cupboard. And the boy comes in, like in the room, and he's certain, he's like, I think there's somebody in your cupboard. And the guy in charge of the school is like, nah, there ain't. And there's a quirk of his blood that the reason that he can tell about these other bloodline individuals, because the belief magic would override it for him as well if it would function perfectly, right? So he is cognizant of this. He's cognizant of the fact, the guy in charge of the school thinks he's the most powerful bloodline wielder. But this young village boy actually is. So when he goes, I'm pretty sure there's somebody hiding inside your cupboard, right? And Buddy's like, no, there isn't. He said, I'll show you. And he opens it up. And not only is the body not gone like it should be because of the belief magic, Buddy's alive now. So guys in charge of the school is just like, because up until now, the entire time, just bring them in, erase their abilities, bring them in, erase their abilities, bring them, erase their abilities. Now you've got somebody where whatever he thinks is going to be reality, holy shit, I got to be really fucking careful what I do with him. I got to keep him sequestered. I've got to control his thoughts. And then it kind of progresses from there. So that was one idea I came up with for a story. Another one was a world where you have people who have like gemstones that are aligned with different spirits. And it's like, this is Clayton. Yeah, I am streaming early. Well, I'm doing another one later. This is a bonus stream. This is a bonus hangout stream. I thought it'd be fun, and these help pick up my mood, and today has been a challenging day, so that's what I said to Carly. I'm gonna go do a stream. They help me feel better. The other storyline is one where everybody has, like, their families are all bonded with different elemental spirits of varying power, okay? And that kind of structures society. So if you have, like, for example, you're bonded with one of, like, the noble high spirits, then your family is nobility. And it just kind of goes down from there. So again, I'm a big fan of like the shepherd boy who has great potential and power, realizing that power, all that kind of stuff. Ball Falcon, you weren't surprised that he died because it was Sean Bean? Well, I don't think of Sean Bean as somebody who just dies in everything, even though he clearly does die in a ton of things. So for me, it was a complete surprise. In this world, you've got the young lad who act like everybody has these gemstones. They hang around your neck or whatever. Everybody's glows with their spirits. They can communicate with them. They grab onto them, like have conversations with them, whatever. No big deal, right? But this kid is from a cursed, rejected family. They have to live on the outskirts of town, and they're treated the way that some societies treat people who handle corpses. You're unclean. You're not to be dealt with. And that's because their family stones are all these pitted, black, corroded garbo stones, and literally whatever spirit was connected to them is long gone, long dead, whatever it is, because they never, like, in their family's recorded history, nobody can remember ever getting to like get any kind of response out of the stone or whatever, right? So then this guy ends up, the kid who's like the main character of the story, he ends up in a situation where somebody he really loves is basically trapped inside like a burning building where like there's a massive wooden door. There's some obstacle that he can't get through, and in like pure animal desperation, he's clawing, just clawing. He's not even thinking, he's just clawing, and it's destroying his fingers, right? We're talking about blood, we're talking about bone splinters from the intensity of it. The last living connection to his family or whatever is dying. You can hear them screaming on the other side, and he's just scratching, and then out of pure desperation he just grabs the stone. He knows it's not going to work. Why would it? It's never worked, right? And he's just like, I'll do whatever it takes, help me, right? And then boom, the stone flares to life, and all of a sudden his hands are basically like blue gemstone or some kind of special metal, whatever it is, and he can just tear through the door like it's nothing, right? He rips through the door, and he doesn't save his family member, though. The family member ends up like dying from smoke or whatever. And it turns out that the gemstone is actually a stone that is connected literally to death. All right. So like a spirit people didn't even know you could connect with. A wicked ancestor of this guy made a pact with death. And the only way to activate the stones is to sacrifice your own family members along with your blood and bone. So basically, all of that happening together, even though that family member wasn't sacrificed by him, that's enough to trigger the conditions for the stone to activate, and Buddy becomes what's known as God touched. So his hands are permanently like that, right? And then you progress from there. So those are a couple of the like story world concepts that I came up with. You think fans came up with every possible theory and he just said, fuck it? That's possible. That is definitely possible. See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see myself actually sitting down and writing out an entire story. I do like concepting fantasy worlds and stuff, though, and magic systems. You know, I think that bloodline belief system is a pretty interesting idea. It obviously has some big things you need to pay attention to make it work, though, as well, right? ABL, I can't give away the ending because there isn't one. I haven't written an ending or anything, so. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy fantasy stories and magic and all that stuff. It really resonates with me specifically. Speaking of storylines, but not fantasy like not high fantasy. Alpha Clash is bringing out a graphic novel for the lore of their game, and they contacted me and asked me if I'd like a copy to read, and I'm like, yeah, I would. So I should be getting a copy of that to take a look at. Oh man. Oh. Wayne's next to Kaladin from Stormlight. Tyrion is probably the best character in books. Kaladin's pretty cool. I like Tyrion better. Kaladin, I mean, how much? Kaladin's just a hero, right? Like, what does he do that's really dark or messed up? I haven't made it all the way through the Stormlight archives, right? I've made it only as far as like everybody. Where was it? He's like, he bonded with the storm. I remember that. But I haven't returned to it. So I know I've read the first two books. Maybe the third one? It just melts into my mind. I don't know, bro. Meh. Write the framework. Why? Why write the framework if I'm not gonna like write the story or whatever, right? Wait, it's the third one is where you have a character named after you. I remember you telling me about that. You were like playing in that event against Sanderson, and he's like, whoever wins gets a character named after him in my book. And then you were all bummed out about it, and he was like, tell me the name, bro. I'll put you in too. So there's a guy named Jagger. In the third Stormlight archives, guys, and that's named after the inventor of Double Strike, Wayne, who's in the chat right now. Such a weird world. Al Award. He just shoved an A in your name, did he? That works. It's pretty cool being included in the Sanderson book, man. He writes good stories. He writes good stories, and part of that is because he understands that a really smart thing to do when you're dealing with magic in your world is don't go wide, go deep. And that is far more interesting. And you've seen this in movies tons of times, where they give characters crazy abilities, where you're just like, okay, you can explode people with lightning bolts. And then later in the movie, they're just not doing it. And you're like, but you've shown me you have more effective powers. Or you'll watch a movie and earlier something will happen, and then later on they'll be like, I actually had the power to defend myself all the time. And it's like, so you can generate magic shields whenever you want. Yes. And so when you were attacked by that dragon and it was like slashing your throat and stuff, why didn't you use the magic then? Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Because that's what happens. That's what happens with my brain. If you show me an insane power, and it could have been used earlier in the story, and it wasn't, your character's a fucking idiot. You have written a fucking moron. It's like that Ant-Man movie. You got the Ant-Man movie where multiple times they show characters, check it out, I've got an Ant-Man suit. Okay, why didn't you use that earlier? Like, at all. At all. Why didn't you use that earlier when your life was in danger and there was problems? I want to do a cool story reveal. Oh, here's a cool idea. Make it make sense, you fucking idiots. Because when I see that shit happen, my brain just goes, your character's a fucking moron. Your character has brain damage. Why didn't they put on their incredible defensive armor? Why? Why? So we're going to have this cool moment. No, you need to earn the cool moments. They have to make sense in succession. You don't just get to take one moment and go, this exists independent of everything else. It fucking doesn't. So Sanderson doesn't go, I'm going to give these people a million different powers. He goes, I'm going to give them one power subset, and then I'm going to find every way that people would find to use that. That is way, way more interesting. Give your guy teleportation magic, then find other ways to use teleportation magic. Instead of teaching like, yo, he has teleportation magic and also lightning blast. He can blow your heart out of your chest. Nah, son. Instead, he has a handful of metal spikes. Snaps his finger, teleports the metal spikes directly into your heart. Goodbye. Nobody even knows how you died, right? Like, that's way, way cooler. And it makes the individual less powerful, but more resourceful. It's far more believable. And then you won't just be going, okay, why didn't they just use their lightning blast powers, right? Yamagoro, never-ending story of the best premise, a world at a crossroads where magic might fade away. That is a fun idea. What up, Diz? ABL, you're bouncing out? All right, well, have a good one. I'm glad what we did cheered you up. Yeah, you want to find more depth in your magic system rather than just keep adding on new abilities, right? It's cool for people to have a range of abilities, but before you add a new ability, what you do is you ask, is there a way to achieve the same effect with existing abilities? And then go that route, because it makes for a better character. Just constantly slapping on new powers that handle the situation as you go doesn't address earlier parts in the story. So as you write your story, you need to know your character's power set and what can and can't be done at any given point for believability. What up, Oracle? How you doing? Because, yeah, you don't want to be left asking questions going, okay, why didn't they just use the power that we saw and know that they have? This makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you can do this at will, why haven't you? Why haven't you? It's like when you watch, what's it called? The second Doctor Strange, which isn't even a Doctor Strange movie. He's just there in the background. It's check out this chick with teleportation powers. And then it's like, okay. And like, she can't control him. Okay. And her mom's got sucked into another world. Okay. And whenever there's another world, there's incursions. And it's like, what does that mean? It means that the world will collapse and people will attack it. And it's like, so her moms are off in that world and that's happening right now? Yup. So at the end of the movie, when she gets her powers, is she going to go and save her mom? No. No, but she knows that. Is she a garbage person? Or did you just forget that you told us that stuff? Because it's kind of your job to like be consistent and make your characters not garbage people. So, and also Wanda is just insanely powerful, where it's like, check it out, I can do whatever I want to all of you X-Men and whatever I want. But also at the same time, I'm just not that powerful in this moment. And now I'm powerful here, and now I'm not powerful again. And it's so aggravatingly inconsistent. You just go, what? What? It's so disappointing. You just end up going, I'm getting caught up on all this crap instead of actually getting, it pulls you out of the story. Where you just go, yo, she was mega powerful a second ago. Why is she weak now? Also, why are people running from super powerful beings just like stop to look and see if they're still being chased? And why would you think just closing a door is why you should stop? Like, what? What? Hemrod says, is everyone done watching pack openings? Well, I guess not, because we're going to do another one now because of you, buddy. Which drop do you, which spot do you want? Which spot do you want, board boy? Oracle, if you worked for Skip the Dishes, you'd be called the Porter. Oh, I'd rather be called Porterhouse Steak, because I got too much meat for your mouth. Number 5. Oh, Johnny 5, staying alive. No disassemble. I was yelling at Carly last night about Johnny 5 and how awesome he is. All right, number 5. Here we go. Ooh, more Wilds of Eldraine action. Whoop. Yeah, Air, exactly. The tunnel scene was aggravating. Wanda tore through every other door, but the last one they stopped to stare and it makes zero sense. Exactly. It's like you're trying to go for dramatic moments, but it's only dramatic moments for idiots that aren't paying attention. How fucking dumb do you have to be for that not to be obvious to you, right? Like, seriously. This artwork's dope, man. I love it. This black-green knight is awesome. Oh, look at that. We've got an on an adventure token. That's cool. That looks nice. After an adventure resolves, you can place the exiled card here. That's neat. A little placeholder. Ferocious Werefox. Oh, it's good Millmaster's not here. You try and kiss this thing. Ground Seal again? The water! The water! The Huntsman's Redemption. 1, create a 3/3 beast token. 2, sack a creature if you want to. If you do, search your library for a creature or basic land, reveal it and put it into your hand. And then 3, up to 2 target creatures +2/+2 and trample till end of turn. Feels pretty underwhelming, doesn't it? What the hell? Like, this artwork shows Liliana's Chainveil and Garruk Unrip. What even is this? Like, this is artwork they must have commissioned a million years ago when they were like, Garruk's going to get free of Liliana's curse. Because none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. Garruk's curse was removed by the Cauldron of Eternity, according to you guys. This irks me. I am irked by it. Cursed Courier! You little goofy looking bastard. Taken by Nightmares. Yo! This is that card where you get fucked by horses, bro. Right? That's what Taken by Nightmares means. I remember Nightmare from the original set, bro. You get taken by them. No wonder they get exiled. Fucked to death by nightmare horses. Ashiok's Reaper! 3/3, whenever an enchantment you control goes to a graveyard, draw a card. Oh, that's okay. A Cheeky House Mouse? That's just the name for a dong. I do love the ring jumping away, the mouse jumping away with the ring. I would like this better if it was somebody who had been cursed. You know, it's like some cursed human who stole this witch's ring. Twisted Sewer Witch. Yeah, that's got a good vibe to it, man. That's got a good vibe. Flick a coin to your local witcher. Cut in. What a goofy looking helmet. Not a very good spell either. To Unveil Guide. Whoa, look at that. That Fae looks crazy, man. It's got some kind of essence jar. And then a funky looking swamp. Not too shabby. Not too shabby a pack. I mean, aside from the ground seal being a repeat, I want to see more stuff. Oh. All right, my friends. This has been a fun little chill stream action here. So thanks for coming and hanging out. We'll reconvene tonight. Wait, did I just... No, you can't see the 0. There's a 0 on there. It's hard to read. It just looks like a 2 in the background. All right. So yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. We're going to get together tonight for another chill stream at the regular time. But for now, I'm going to go have some lunch. All right? Peace out and enjoy this.